Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our trading video. And in this video, guys, we're just going to go through the basics just to get you started. Okay. So let's talk about some Forex fundamentals. Okay. So in order to get started, guys, with trading, the first thing that you'll need, obviously, is to know the basics. The basic terminology you need to learn. Okay. You need to learn first. All right, so that you can understand what you're doing. Okay. And then the second thing that we'll need, guys, is you're gonna need a Forex broker, right? So this is where you're gonna open up your trading account, and this is where you're gonna deposit your money. This is where you're gonna execute your trades. So it's very important to get a Forex broker, right? There's a couple of them out there. There's a lot of them, very good ones that you can use, right? And then remember, the next thing that you'll need is a trading strategy, right? So your trading strategy is basically how you will be executing trades, how you will be finding the opportunities. This is basically the way that you'll be, or the method that you'll be using to be making money in the markets, okay? So you need to learn the basics, you need to have a Forex broker, and then you need to have a trading strategy. Now, let's take it a step further, right? So let's say you've covered some of the basics and you know what's going on. Let's just touch on it a little bit more. Remember, guys, as a trader, right, you've got two buttons. Okay, you've got two actions that you can do. Right, there's two things that you can do in the markets. You can either click buy, okay, or you can click sell. Okay. So, what's the difference between the two, right? And what do they mean, these two actions? So, you have the option to buy and then you have the option to sell. Okay, so let's start with the buy option. What is this buy option? Okay, so if we try to understand this concept, we need to figure out or understand basically how the market moves, right? So, if you look at the price chart, okay, what you'll be seeing is you'll be seeing the market moving, going up, moving, going down, moving, going up. Okay, so this is the natural way that the market moves. This is the behavior that the market will show you. Okay, it either goes up or it goes down. Okay, and then me and you are in this game because we want to make money. Okay, so now these two options, buy and sell. Okay, what do they mean to us? Okay, so this is how it works, guys. So when the market is going up, okay, you want to open up a buy trade, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so if now you open up a buy trade from where the market is, let's say the market is here, and then let's say you open up your buy trade here, right? If this market continues to go up, you're going to start making a profit. Okay, so you buy when you think the market is going to go up. Okay, and then if it indeed goes up, you're going to start making money. But then if it goes down, you're going to start losing money. And we don't want that. Okay, that's why you need to have like a trading strategy in place. Okay, so you buy when you think the market's going up, right? And then when you look at the other option now, the other button is selling. What does this mean? So you sell when you think that the market is going to go down. Okay. So let's say the market is at this point here, and then let's say you sell at this point, right? And then if the market goes down, right? If the market goes down, it means that you are making money. Money, that's what we want. But if you've got a sell trade and the market goes up, then you start losing money. Okay? So that's the difference between buying and selling. You buy when you think the market's going to go up, and then you sell when you think the market's going to go down. Very, very easy, guys. This is like so easy. This is like primary school stuff here when we're talking about trading. Okay. Now, let's move on to another easy concept, which is the types of behaviors that the market makes. Okay. So the market behave when I say the behavior of the market, I'm talking about how the market moves. Okay. So there's three main ways that the market will move. Okay. So this is what I mean. So if you look at the price, like I said, all it does, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. That's what it does all day, every day, right? So what are the, if we look at these movements and we try to understand them, there's three distinct movements that you will see. Okay, so the first type of movement that you will see is an uptrend. Okay, and then the second, okay, let's start with uptrend. Let's not confuse you guys. So when is an uptrend? This is when now the market is consistently moving up like this, something like that. Okay, when the market is making high points and high low points. Okay, and then the next type of behavior that you'll see is a what? Downtrend, just like that. Okay, and then what happens in a downtrend? In a downtrend, the market now is making a series of movements to the downside, okay, to the downside, right? So you've got uptrend, downtrend, and then the next type of trend that you have is a what, guys? Let me give you a second to guess. One, two, three. You guys are out of time. So it's a sideways trend, okay? So what happens in a sideways trend? In a sideways trend, okay, my word disappeared, but it doesn't really matter. So in a sideways trend, the market isn't making consistent higher movements, or it's not making consistent low movements, but it's making a series of sideways movements, something like that, as if it's moving in between a floor and a ceiling. Okay. So remember, in the previous few moments, we spoke about a buy and a sell. Okay. So now who can guess what you can do or what you should do in an uptrend? Okay, one, two, three. In an uptrend, guys, you are supposed to be looking for buy trades, because if you open up a buy and the market goes up, you make a profit. Okay, and then in a downtrend, you are looking to open up sell trades. Okay, you are looking to open up sell trades because now the market is going down and your sell position is going to make a profit if now the market goes down. Okay, and finally, how do you trade a sideways trend? When do you sell and when do you buy in a sideways trend? Okay, so let's start with the buy trade. Remember, in a sideways trend, the market is moving in between two levels. All right, it's moving in between two levels just like that. Okay, so, which means that at the bottom of that range, or the bottom of that price range, you are going to be opening up buy trades right there. When the market hits the bottom, you open up buy trades. Okay. And then now, when do you sell? You sell when the market now hits the top of the range. That's your opportunity to sell right there. Okay. So you've got uptrend, you've got downtrend, and then you've got sideways trend. So those are some of the basics that you need to have in order to trade the market progressively. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.